Now, he's being very intentional about what he wants. He wants to pursue me, so like I'm happy about that because I feel the same way. Yes, I
You
just
all
want
right?
to
Do you
know.
need some Gatorade?
No, I just
Thank
want to
you,
know.
sir. Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome to Little Blackbird 91. Listen, let me tell you this now. I haven't got no notes. I took no notes watching this, but let me tell you this now. I've got some vim. You see, the beautiful thing about the job that I do is, let me tell you this now. This channel has always been a neutral ground. I don't care who comes on and says their piece. We want to give everybody an equal say. Okay? We always want to give people an equal chance to be able to tell us the truth of what they feel. Last week we had Will on this channel and he gave us his unmitigated truth. And he told us about the group chat of the young men in the group chat. Laron, unfortunately, is the one who is the group leader who's been organizing the coup from behind the scenes. He presented evidence and the evidence was clear. Now, what's really interesting is, as I've been saying from the very beginning of this season, y'all been saying Chaz is the guy, and I said it straight away. I got no problem with Chaz, but he's not the guy you think he is. It's that simple. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but have I not been telling you about Chaz? No, 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 no. When I told you about the way he broke the boys' code, was you not telling me about Chaz? Was you not telling me about Chaz? No, 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 no. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold your horses. Crack! Park the car. Pull it in what do you call it? What do you put it neutral or whatever you want to call it. Pull up the handbrake. You know what I'm saying to you? Okay? I need you to park the car. What did I tell you about Chaz last time? No, 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 no. Ladies, remember I told you about Chaz and how he broke the boys' code and how it proves that he's not who you think he actually is. Not only that, this episode he ran away? Oh, come on. Come on. You mean to tell me he ran away during the house situation? You're in a house. How can you run away? No, no, for real, for real. No, can we really deep this? If this was a woman who ran away when she had multiple connections and said she couldn't deal with what was going on right now, Chaz should, can I be honest with you? Chaz should be off. For me personally, Chaz should be off. Chaz should be off the show. Simple as. Simply put, you cannot run away and tell me I'm overloaded by what's happening and then run back and not deal with the people on the show. Right? Yes, I saw the thing on, I think it was Koshiea Reviews. You know, I watched it. I can't lie to you. I saw what happened with the Koshiea Reviews Day. You know what I mean? I saw it. You know, and I want to say this. Listen, I don't know who leaked that information to Koshiea Reviews, but if that's coming from Chaz's phone, I'm just saying, if that's coming from Chaz's phone, what I saw, that there's information being leaked about Vanessa, I can't lie to you. These boys in the season are messy. I can't lie to you. You know what I mean? I can say it for free now. I'll just go and say it. The boys this season are messy. Oh my God. This season, the man them are messy. And so are the women. I'm not gonna lie to you. The men and the women, both of them are messy this season. Very, very messy. Very, very messy. Meddling, messy, manipulative, all M's. Can't I just gonna say it? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yeah? Very messy. Like, everything just seems to be manipulative in every turn of the corner of what people are doing. How does your phone get hacked? Can I say my honest opinion? How can your phone get hacked and somebody knows to send that information to Koshiea Reviews, another blogger? It just blows my mind. Someone hacked you and knew to send that to Koshiea Reviews, that very message. What did you have that message saved under? Who's really hacking you? Who wants to hack you and send this message to? Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, who wants to send that? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Is it not weird? No. Let's keep it a buck and let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? To shout out if Chaz is in the chat. I don't know if he will come in the chat. You know, we respect everybody here, but we're gonna keep it 100 a buck. Okay, all right. We're gonna keep it a buck. The reality of the situation. How does someone hack your phone? Bear in mind, we listen. Ready to love people are not. No offense. We're ready to love people. If someone is hacking this, then it's somebody in your circle. Right? If somebody is hacking you and they are able to send that information to Koshiea Reviews, because let me tell you this now, they didn't send it to me. No, can we deep it? No, can we really deep it? They ain't send it to me. Do you know why they won't send it? That person, whoever hacked you, knows exactly who to send that information to. Because if you send it to me, it gonna stop at me. Because I'm not gonna put it on my channel. And I'm not saying anything wrong with that. Again, I'm not saying anything wrong with that. I'm just trying to. I want to make it very clear. But it wouldn't have got out of me because I would need you to come on the whoever leaked it. I would have said, come on the channel and you come and say it. And where did you get information from? That's the difference with me. It's like I can't do anything solo. It's like if that information is presented to me, that's fine. But you would have had to come and be there. So whoever leaked it, I'd have been like, well, if you leaked, that's great. You leaked it. You're gonna need to come here. Yeah, and come and say what you got to say. That's what I did with Will. Will showed me the receipts of the group chat, and he was not the only one that sent me the group chat receipts. So it's actually I had backing on multiple sources of that situation. But you're gonna come and defend your piece. Because you ain't gonna give me a piece and I'm gonna put it out there. No. Since you were able to leak it, you can come out in here and say your piece. Now, the question is, who is a source that's leaking that information? Because that was downright disgusting. Right? The person to leak that information is downright disgusting. Let's just keep it a buck and keep it real. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Whoever leaked that information is downright disgusting. We didn't need to know that. And if you're gonna leak it, come out and say it yourself. We're not trying to do an expose piece on Vanessa. We don't need to, and I'm not even trying to defend Vanessa. Listen, I'm not even trying to defend Vanessa. My whole point is this didn't need to be leaked. And the fact that it is leaked, it's making me look at you some type of way. Because the first thing that would come out of my mouth, and I don't know if Chaz has addressed it appropriately, I don't really know. But what I do know is if it was me, and I knew that my phone got hacked, and a girl that I've been doing a thing with, information comes out about her. No matter how much I'm vexed with her, I'm a defender. Because unless you've killed my mum or something, I want to make sure that I'm not going to expose you like that. I keep saying it, these things are not ways we behave, man. Do you know what I'm saying to you? It's just, for me, it's just like, it don't need to happen, bro. It don't need to happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, so whoever leaked it, they should really come out and say they leaked it with their whole chest. And say they're the one that hacked it. But it's given that you didn't get hacked. You know what I'm saying to you? It's given you didn't get hacked. And what got hacked? Can we honest that? Your phone don't get hacked, so it's your iCloud or something like that. Right? Thank God Chaz is here. Chaz, fantastic. It's good to have you on board. And let me say what I just said again so you're here. I said, I don't know what happened, bro, but let me keep it a buck and 100, yeah? Number one, why were you running? As a grown-ass man, I don't know why you was running. No beef. I'm going to keep it 100 a buck. Now you're here, Chaz. Why were you running? And because you ran, you should have been off the show. Can I be honest with you? Like, unless you got a really good excuse, unless there's something happening at home or something like that, I'm going to be a buck and keep it 100. You should have been home. There should have been no excuse for you to be able to run home or run away from the situation when you have multiple connections on the show. It shouldn't have been a place where you should have been allowed to run away. Simple as. I'm going to keep it 1 buck 100. I'm going to say what I said before. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Number two, I don't know how your phone's getting hacked. I don't know how. So unless your iCloud got hacked, I don't know what happened. Number three, I don't know if you said anything. Let me keep it a buck and keep it real. If I got hacked and the person that I supposedly was caring about, okay, supposedly I was caring about, I would be defending that person 100%. I wouldn't allow that information to come out and let that be dragged. Especially if I know that you got a connection with Koshiea, so you should be even telling Koshiea not to release that information. Do you know what I'm saying to you? You got hacked, but the information makes the other person look bad. But you had a connection with that person. So I would come out and defend that person unless you wanted that information to come out in the first place. Do you see what I'm saying to you? It's looking a bit like you didn't get hacked. It's looking like either you or one of your peoples in your circle intentionally leaked that information out to Koshiea Reviews, because you know you ain't gonna send it to me. Y'all know you can't send that to me, because I'll ask you to come on the show and defend that leaking. So something's not quite right here. Something's not quite right here. And I keep it a buck and keep it 100. I won't lie to you. You know what I'm saying to you? And there are things that are happening behind, and the reason why I'm having this energy is because things are happening behind the scenes too. You know, I tell you every season, guys, that, you know, I never say things that happen behind the scenes, but things happen behind the scenes that make me think and look at people differently. Because when people try to manipulate certain situations, I look at them differently. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, that's why I'm having this energy. Because things are working behind the scenes, and I'm looking at them going, I ain't seen this kind of energy since the ladies did it to me a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm seeing certain behaviors that I ain't seen for a couple of years, apart from certain ladies that were doing it previous seasons ago. And I'm seeing the same pattern of behavior, that manipulative behavior. So I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying to you? So I want to keep it a buck and keep it 100. Chaz, if you're here in the chat, which I saw you in the chat, listen, today I'm willing to offer. Listen, I want you to come and defend yourself. I will even send you the link. You don't worry about the interview. You know what I'm saying to you? Let me spare you a little bit. Come and address what happened. Chaz said Chaz said I will not discuss the topic here, not share the screenshots here. Why wouldn't you discuss the topic here? We are an open platform where everybody gets an opportunity to tell the truth. Why wouldn't you discuss it here? I'm just asking. I don't know. Like, let me know why you wouldn't discuss it here. Like, do you know what I'm saying to you? Let me know. Because there's several issues. It's not just the Vanessa situation. The ducking off. What happened? Why did you run off? What happened? You know what I'm saying to you? What's going on? You know, on this channel, listen, let me tell you something. You can't buy my silence on this channel. And this is the reality of the situation. And I say this to the person who knows who they are. You can't buy me on this channel. You can't buy me not to interview somebody, and you can't buy me to interview somebody. If somebody wants to come on and tell their truth, you can come on and say your truth. Whether it makes you look good or maybe it looks bad or not, doesn't make a difference to me. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So in reality, what I'm saying to you is that, listen, if there should be no reason why you couldn't come and address what you need to address here, because we keep it 100 a buck. We're just gonna ask questions. You see what I'm saying to you? You feel what I'm saying to you? I'm just saying that it's interesting that a person leaked it straight to Koshiea, but didn't want to leak it to me. As another blogger, why would you not want to leak it to me? Why would you not want to leak it to me? No, let's really think about this. The person found information, hacked your phone, and intentionally gave it to Koshiea, but wouldn't give it to me and to any other blogger. Yeah, it's not looking good. I can't lie to you. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. You know what I mean? It's not looking to. I didn't say you, Chaz. I didn't say you bought me, Chaz. I'm saying in general. I didn't say you bought me, Chaz. I'm not even saying it was you. I'm not saying it's you. You know what I'm saying? You can define the time and the place and the platform whenever you want to speak. Absolutely no problem. But you in my chat. So I'm telling you that if you want to come on, come on. I'm just telling you, if you want to come on, come on. This is not a control issue. Listen, bro, I'm not here. This is not a control issue. I'm not trying to control you. I'm saying to you, come on and say your piece. But if not, that's a fine. I'm still going to question you. We got questions. You know what I'm saying to you? We got questions. Because no one's controlling you here. You're not forced to be here. You're not forced to come on my channel, and you're not forced to come on the platform. So you telling me that, you know what, you will define the time and the place. I'm like, why are you defining the time and place? No one's telling you to come on, right? No one's pushing you to do anything. No one's controlling you to anything, bro. But we are going to ask questions. We are going to go ask questions. And the questions right now are deep. So listen, if you don't want to answer, that's fine. You can stay in the chat. But I'm going to ask you again. How the hell did somebody hack your phone and send that ish to Kamisha and only Kamisha, as if she's the only one in the YouTube sphere. I'm not saying there's anything wrong, Kamisha. What I'm saying is, why only one blogger? Since they are hacking your phone to get information out, they can send it to multiple sources to get this information out, but they send it to one person. It's not looking good. It looks like some type of way. Do you see what I'm saying to you, Chaz? So if you don't want to address it, that's fine. Don't address it, but we'll keep on talking about it. You know what I'm saying to you? In a few minutes, I'm gonna have the super panel people coming on. I know they got probably even more words than I got right now. But I wanted to set the tone because I watched it and I was just like, this is nuts. Like, this is real nuts. Like, and you know, like, for me personally, I'm looking at it and I'm going, this is so silly. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, someone can leak information, but they only leak it to one source. It's like, you get what I'm saying to you? And that one source, you've got connections to. That one source, you've done an interview with. It doesn't even, it's not even smelling good. Do you see what I'm saying to you? That's why I'm looking at it like, it don't look good. The person I think he's only done 2 interviews, right? Or 2 interviews. One with Aubrey. I think he's only one with Aubrey and one done with Kamisha. But before that point, when it was leaked, he had done it 1 interview, and that 1 interview was with Kamisha. So if I'm investigating, and by the way, I'm not the best investigator. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, I'm not. But I'm just gonna say it's not making sense that there's only one person you've done an interview with who you're really close to, who's also exposing all the ladies too, who is this season, no offense, I'm not saying I'm choosing any side, is exposing all the women on that show. Then another piece of information coming seems to go to Kamisha to leak and expose another woman. At this point, you're gonna ask questions. You're gonna ask this question. You know what I'm saying to you? Chaz telling me that he's got two. At this point, what did I say about Chaz? I'm just saying what I said about Chaz I think is coming correct. You know what? Everybody has their day. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody has their day. I see Cway in the background. Let me bring her on because I know she got some. You know what I mean? I know. Let me pass the baton over because let me let my good sis give us the readings that needs to be read. You know what I'm saying? But if you're new here, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. It's been crazy, man. I can't lie to you. This particular season, especially towards the tail end of things, it's looking real tasty right now. You know what I'm saying to you? So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. Honestly, we appreciate you guys. We are going to go members only in a few minutes as well. So if you're not a member, get yourself into the membership. Okay? All right, because we ain't playing with y'all. All right, let me get Cway up. Cway, baby. Oh, hey, hold on. Let me bring you close, baby. Oh, oh, no, take your hand away. Oh, let me see the beauty. Oh, the hair is... Okay. Sorry, baby. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Let me pull out. Let me pull away. Okay. Talk to me. Cway, talk to me. What is going on?
You know, I was only going to come on here because, 1, you moved it probably for me. But 2... There's really nothing to talk about. I mean, we can talk about the episode, but what was going on in behind the scenes to me is truly a mirror to what I just feel like women are going through in the dating world today. And it's really, really, really freaking sad. And I haven't said much because I've been waiting to talk about it. But when we said that it was a sassy apocalypse, and folks was arguing with me, what is this? What is
Forgive
this?
me. I knew not what I was doing.
Now, was it fair to say you were being sassy? No, I felt like that was a mischaracterization. But what is this? Like, and it's not just the men with this whole debacle. Like, I don't understand this whole like leaking audio that doesn't really matter to begin with. Like, what was the point of leaking this audio to say what? Like, does everybody in the chat know what was said on the audio? Does everyone know? Y'all up to date here? Because I don't want to be... Okay, I think everybody's up to date on the audio.
You can still say it if you want to say it. Feel free.
So on the audio, it's clearly a voice message to Chaz. It's very obvious. You don't need to be an investigator gadget to figure. It's clearly a voice message from Vanessa to Chaz, basically cracking jokes and being like, just speaking about their relationship. Basically, she's kind of insinuating that they had a very close relationship, and that whatever was on the show showing that she wanted more time didn't properly reflect all of the things that they were doing behind the scenes. And that how the audience is going to be really confused to see her crying about him one moment, and then the next moment they're going to be all cuddled up and she was going to be halfway pregnant. It was a joke. She was being facetious, but that's what the audio said. So clearly, it's clearly going from Vanessa to Chaz. So the fact that this audio message that everyone with the iPhone knows that it was saved and sent to Koshiea, why? Like, why? Like, I remember a day when men, if they got into it with if they got into it with their girl, they would just move on. If they were mad, their girl pissed them off, they would just move on. Why would you leak the audio to Koshiea? And see, this is the comment. I think the problem, see, it just went up. Show Orchard, I think the problem with the audio is that Vanessa left a contradictory comment on Married 10 Years, saying her review was a mischaracterization of her. I want to get into this. If Married for 10 Years got the audio and leaked it, I would understand why she would want to do that, because Vanessa went on her page and basically made her out to be a liar. But the problem with that is that even before Married at 10 Years could have a right to leak the audio, the question is, why would the person, i.e. Chaz, ever send it to Married for 10 Years or Koshiea? Like, that's what we're focusing on. Why would he do that? He has no reason to do that. Married for 10 Years has a reason to want to clear her name, right? But why would a man do that to a woman that he was talking to? Y'all get what I'm saying? This is crazy. Over tea for what? What's the tea? I don't. And then then the last thing, because we could talk about Chaz doing this all day. To me, this is just gross. But I don't get why another woman is so keen on taking down Vanessa. Can somebody tell me, outside of what Vanessa was lying on Married at 10 Years, because we know she was lying in the comments, what is with the takedown Vanessa? Like, why do we care so much about Vanessa? Like, I just don't get it. Like, why are we trying to take down Vanessa? Like, this is bizarre. I mean, this is really showing, this is going to be the end of Ready to Love, at least for right now, because there's more nonsensical tea from people who are over 40 years old. Everybody, the bloggers over 40, Chaz over 40, everybody over 40 acting like they're 20 something years old.
No, listen.
If folks want to know, I don't know who El DeBarge is. Y'all need to figure out why these people over 40 who was with El DeBarge, kicking it with Chico and all them, why they acting like they my age? Why they acting like they 25? Why they acting like they 19?
That's so tired of just.
That's what y'all need to figure out. That's what y'all need to figure out.
Oh man, listen, it's crazy. It's crazy. No. It's crazy. Like I said, it's a madness. Like I just said, I just think to myself, when you put it, and then when you, like I said, when you add the context of what happened on the show as well, that Chaz at a point in time ended up leaving the house, it doesn't even make sense. Like it just doesn't even make sense. It's like, at that point, it's just like, what's really going on? Hence why this is the reason why I was even more scared when Laron is telling us that that's the mentor. I'm like, mentor where? This is not your mentor, sir. You know what I'm saying? True. That's what I was looking at, and I was like, early on in those episodes where he's talking about the same Koshiea, da da da. Meanwhile, he's doing things behind the scenes. I can't even say because, like I said, I don't talk about things happening behind the scenes. So, and it's like, why again? Like this kind of stuff is what I look at and I go, like, yeah, this ain't it. You know what I mean? This really ain't it. I'm looking at. But yeah, that leaked audio doesn't make sense to me. Like, I can't lie to you. But I don't know. Did Married at 10 Years? Did she get the audio?
She didn't, and she's the one who deserved the audio, because Vanessa's. But see, that's not really married for 10 years style. I mean, I watched her video. That's not something that she's classy. She's not a part of that. She wouldn't do that. But she actually had the reason to do that, because you got somebody playing her for a fool in her comments. She just gave her a classy clap back and said, "Girl, we all know what you did last summer. Like, cut it out." And she kept it moving. So no, she's not even the one who had the audio. So I just can't imagine, as a woman, right? And I just thought about this, like, and I'm not trying to cap for Vanessa, because I do think Vanessa is down to marry 10 years comments lying, right? We got that. We know she lying. But the problem is that as a woman, when you fully fall for a man and you really try to feel safe with a man, like, for a man to violate at any point, even after the fact, and send your personal audios or allow their phone to be hacked in 2024 and have the audios linked to Koshiea, for what? Like, for what? Like, no one's getting any big clout off of this. This is literally like Reddit, Facebook, and YouTube fodder that's going to last all of like 2 to 3 more months. And then after that, you're going to have to deal with these people in Dallas where you're at. And it's like, why? That's my thing. Like, why would you violate someone for what? Unless we're going to find out that Vanessa did something so bad that the get back was so necessary that her personal conversations needed to be leaked. I don't get that. I won't get that. So.
Yeah, listen, he needs to figure out a way to explain that. Like I said, you know what I'm saying to you? Like, we need to figure out how his phone got hacked to a point. You know what I mean? First of all, remote hacking somebody's phone is one of the most difficult things. Like, that takes an expertise hacker. I just wanted to paint the picture of what I'm experiencing here. In 2024, to hack somebody's phone, okay, is to literally, you have to remote hack the person on their particular phone, right? And then and then from that point, then that person will have to extract that information and then figure out who they're sending that particular information to. It's just a bit much for me. It's just a bit much for me that this would be, this would be the thing that somebody goes to. Do you know what I mean? Like, can't lie to you. It just seems a bit extra for me. That's what I'm gonna say. That this is somebody. Yeah, go for it.
No, I was gonna say it's not illegal. We have revenge porn laws, but we don't have revenge voice note laws. So, if you send a message that you don't want to be repeated, I suggest you don't send it, because it looks like what you say can be used
against you.
Technically, he didn't record her. When you send a voice note, you're putting that in the hands of another person. So they can take that recording and they can do what they want to do with it, because you didn't record them against their will. So it's kind of like, men and women, be careful with your voice notes, because as soon as somebody ain't effing with you, they're going to leak it to YouTube bloggers for absolutely no reason, and you get absolutely no clout. I guess, but we get to talk about them for another 2 hours. I'm not ruining no relationship to send my stuff to a YouTube blogger, because you never know when these people come back around and when you're going to see people and when you're going to need people. I just don't see the reason to do somebody like that. I just don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get the purpose of the situation. Do you get what I'm saying to you? That it shouldn't be worth that. Do you know what I mean? It just shouldn't be worth that. You want to be able to want to kind of hack some, not even hack, but release information about somebody. And then, like I said, it don't really be making sense. So I'm looking at them and I'm going, listen, they are doing that. It's doing the most. You know what I'm saying to you? So yeah, I can't. Yeah, I just can't. I can't. You know. So we're gonna see what happens. You know, we're gonna see what happens because, baby, it's a lot right now. Those of you asking how to join the membership, listen, there's a money sign at the bottom of the chat that you can click on, and it should take you to the membership. If not, try and do it from your laptop or your iPad. Sometimes when you do it from your phone, it doesn't work. So try and do it from your laptop or your desktop, or if you're on the desktop, try it with your phone and do it that way. Sometimes it can be a little bit jiggy jaggy, and you have to kind of get around it that way. So if you are trying to get into the membership, please do try another conventional way as well, and that will be your way of getting around the situation as well. So we're going to go members only now as well. So shout out to you guys. Go for it, Cway.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Scratch my head.
This episode, do you know what? I can't remember. I probably should have took notes. I probably should have took notes. I actually can't remember half the stuff that actually happened. All I remember is that Chaz ran. So, but the episode. I mean, I think I can even. Well, I can go quickly through the episode in my background here and show this, because I think there was obviously Justin and Mieka had a situation. Okay, no. The first conversation was actually, it's back to Chaz anyway. The first conversation that actually happened was between Chaz and the boys, and then Vanessa. Their conversation was quite interesting because obviously Vanessa was a little bit pressed by Chaz, and she wanted him to make a decision because, you know, it got to a point where she wanted him to kind of almost narrow it down a little bit, and wanted him to make sure that he was choosing a particular path. What was your thoughts to that, Cway? Do you think it was fair that, you know, Vanessa was asking at that point, you know, for a bit more of the confirmation that he had kind of nailed it down at that point? I think it was the boys. He spoke to the boys first, actually, saying that before he spoke to Vanessa. But what was your thoughts to that particular situation?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was 100% fair. I mean, back in the day, even having two people at this stage in the process. Remember when, why am I forgetting? It's Kyra's season when he
Oh yeah,
when
Jason and AJ.
Yeah, it was Liz, and choosing between Liz and was it Liz and Kyra? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right. You're on the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, and people like that was a big deal back then. You know, like at this point, I feel like that was fair because she's hearing from the women that Patrice, right, is adding on as another connection. I mean, he's just coming off as very, you know, unserious. So I think at that point they only have like a couple of kind of maybe a week left. I mean, Aries can let us know how many real life weeks it is, but it's coming down to the end of the process. So I think it's fair. It's like, I'm not giving you an ultimatum, but I need to know where we're going, because it seems like we're adding and multiplying instead of subtracting and dividing. So it's kind of like, what's happening here? You want to know what direction a man has for you in your life. If a man doesn't have any direction for you, then 2 weeks. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Aries. If a man doesn't have any direction for you, that's you need to figure that out so you can get out the way. I don't think it's ever good to give a man an ultimatum, because then you're giving him the direction. But you do need to ask him, hey, where are we going? And if he doesn't have an answer for you, then there's your answer. And, you know, if I was Vanessa, that indecisiveness at that point, that would have been enough for me. Adding Patrice would have been enough for me. Patrice asking to be added would have been enough for me. Honestly, I would have been done. Between them two, I would have been done. I'm like, okay, this is a circus, and I'm getting up out of here. So I think that was fair.
Definitely, I hear that, and definitely, we'll talk about Patrice in a second as well, because I don't know how the hell she thought she could add herself to the merry-go-round of what was going on last minute, which was just, I don't know what she was trying to pull.
Patrice is actually worse Only thing that I won't put Patrice over Chaz is because Patrice hasn't violated nobody and leaked their audio. But as far as like serial game playing on this show, Patrice is top 5. And she may not be 5 or 4, but we're gonna get there.
Jack and Glenn, go for it, Glenn.
Yo, man, Cway's on point, man. It's crazy, right? Because you got Chaz who's supposed to be subtracting here, and he's adding. Like, why do you add the last couple of weeks, and then and this is the gameplay, right? Because you add on the elimination week, right? you add somebody else on the elimination week. It wasn't like the women, so you add somebody else. You got Vanessa saying, and then he does it so smoothly, right? I don't know if you guys noted. Like, he's holding her hand, peeping the game, and telling her the whole time, like, it's the game. Like, he makes you feel comfortable, right? It makes you feel comfortable as he's letting you down and breaking your heart at the same time, knowing that this is overwhelming for him, but he's messing with other people or playing a game per se. If you want to be with a girl, who by this time I figure you should know who you want to be with, right? And I think at this point in time in the game, you should know, all right, I need to be eliminating some people, I need to be tracking, not playing the game mathematically in your head. I need to make it to this part. If you like the girl, you like the girl. Remember, it's just the subtle things, right? Because she thinks she's number one. I mean, even when you go back to when she rode to the retreat, she's in her front seat. She riding shotgun, right? She feel comfortable with him. She feel like, hey, this is the guy that I want to be with, and you spending no time. She has to beg for time. It is 7 o'clock, according to her, it's 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Y'all have nothing else to do. Nothing else to do while you're on a retreat. And you telling me she said, I've been up 11 hours. In the 11 hours she's been up, you only can give her those few minutes when y'all on camera? That's all you can give her? But you spending time with everybody else. That should let her know that you're not number one. You're just a number. Not number one, but a number. If a guy doesn't want to spend time with you, and a guy doesn't want to talk to you, and he only gives you a little bit of minutes, then you're not number one in this book. And that's what he did. And she just doesn't see it. Because again, you're at a retreat. You got a nice house. You got food. You got drinks flowing. Got all this and everything. Nothing else to do but spend time with each other. And you get your time 7 o'clock in the evening. That's a problem. That's a big problem. He doesn't want to spend time with you. Read between the lines. That's it.
No, listen, I definitely hear you as well. Like, when he said so, when they did say 7 p.m. and I can't remember, it was a funny comment or whatever, and I was like, oh Lord, oh boy, don't want to spend no time with old girl. But yeah, no, listen, I mean, I think to myself, like, you'd have thought that Chaz would have had an idea of who he wanted to choose and who was his top connection in that process. I think it got to a point he didn't have one. And, I think, in all honesty, I think he tapped a few asses in that show, in that process. Okay, all right, and he was out of there. You know what I mean? And then dragged it on as long as he could. You know what I mean? Listen, if you're gonna do it, you got to have some finesse and pizzazz when you do it. And you know what? Most people would have just chosen somebody at the end and then gone with it and then broken up after. Not Chaz. No. Chaz told us no. No. Chaz ain't gonna do that. No, he ain't gonna do that. He gonna drag you a little bit on, and then he gonna manipulate the situation to be like he's under duress and stress about the women that he has allowed to be on his roster. Like, you know what I mean? And maybe, and let's say he's being genuine, then we need to really talk about the fact that effective boundaries and effective communication, and actually just kind of letting people know, listen, you're not the one for me. You know what I mean? And even the Rasheena conversation, we'll get there in a second. I don't want to go ahead of myself, but that conversation was another one which was interesting as well. I mean, he kind of pulled it on me today with the whole, I'll tell you what time it is. It's like, you wanted to tell Rasheena what time it is too, but she ain't allow you, and you getting stressed about it. Like, but you want to run away when you got to make a decision about what women that you have on your roster. Like, come on. I think that's part of that process as well. I just think I'm looking at that, I'm going, okay, there's something a little. Okay, Queen. Hey, what's going on with my two queens today? What's going on? What is this? You're giving me Game of Thrones right now, baby. You know what I'm saying? You're giving me Game of Thrones right now. You two, you're dangerous. I'm seeing it. But I remember my Bible. You know what I'm saying to you? I can't see nothing. I'm blind. I'm legally blind. Listen, Jay, talk to me, man. Talk to me. Mr. Chaz.
Mr. Chaz, huh? That's what we talking about right now. Listen, y'all ain't gonna come hard on my NOLA folk, but I told y'all NOLA men ain't. I told y'all that. I told y'all NOLA men ain't. I told y'all. I tried to tell y'all. My problem with this NOLA man right here, though. Most NOLA mans are charmers and can work a room. I was disappointed in this activity right here. Ain't no way you gonna say put me in the game, coach, and then go cry in the locker room. Ain't no way. Ain't no freaking way, okay? If you were sitting here adding people onto your team, you better not go and cry in the locker room when the game is on the line. You better get your ass out there and play. Show us what you're working with. I'm not playing with this man right now. This is very disappointing to me, okay? If I'm going to sit here and have the nerves to put somebody else on my team, watch me work this mother room real quick. Baby, everybody get time.
He flopping. He doing the LeBron flop. What's the new call?
He LeBron at the free throw line right now, airballing like a mother. What is you doing? How did you get to the league, bruh? Like, how did you get here? Like, seriously, okay? This is so disappointing. I'm so hurt right now. Like, if I literally gonna add another person on my team, watch everybody get action. If mommy come at 7 o'clock and say, baby, you've been running game on everybody but me today, oh, it's your turn. I got you, mommy. We here right now. Ain't about to be no argument. Ain't about to be no nothing. I'm giving you all your time. You know, I'm still in my process. I got these few other people I got to make time with. Me and you have been spending good amount of time together. You got to understand this. Let me breathe, sis. Ball in your court. I'm going to make her make a decision. You're going to have to leave me. You're going to have to literally leave me because I'm about to, like, I'm in my process. You got to let me be in my process. And in my process, another lady decided that she wanted to be a part of the campaign. It's my civic duty to let mama run for me. You know what I'm saying? Let her run for presidency. Baby, I'm trying to keep these votes for stay with you. Like, give me something. Give me something. I got absolutely nothing. I got an air ball at the free throw line. This is crazy to me. And that's what's disappointing to me right now. Because he really put NOLA men like at the bottom of the bat. We already the boot, but don't give our men the boot. This is hurtful. But anyways, I just don't understand how you can have your face down in somebody's chest one day and you can't have conversation with anybody the next day. That's the biggest problem that I really do have is that you don't have mouth. You can't speak to nobody when times get hard that you go sit here and just say, this is too much. I need to be around people that love me and this, that, and the third. No, baby, I need you to use your big boy voice and tell some people like, hey, I'm still in my process right now. I haven't made a decision, or I'm leaning more this way or leaning more that way. It didn't matter what you said at this point. And to be honest with Vanessa, all we heard, the edited version that we got, is she wanted more time. Give her the rest of the night then. That's all she asked for. Rasheena didn't even out you as far as we seen from you having your head all in her chest. You sat here and gave good morning, beautiful, to two new ladies. You couldn't give her nothing? Okay, but she and Rasheena was your top two coming into this, as according to what you told Tommy. Okay, that's gonna be my problem. Is communication overall is a problem. I'm not against men being able to express themselves and being emotional or whatever, but in the process of being emotional, that means you got to stand in your emotions and actually have a conversation with me. When you're in a relationship, if something's making you feel some type of way, if I'm getting you all flustered, angry, or bothered, you should be able to still have a conversation with me and tell me how you feel, and we deal with it like moving forward like that. We adults have talks with each other to understand each other, and that's all that these people needed from you, and that's very disappointing that you didn't give that.
You know what's killing me? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Glenn. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. See, wait, ladies first. Go ahead.
I just want to say that this was not even emotional. This was manipulation. He literally got what he wanted out of these women, or almost what he wanted, realized his backup was against the wall, and he literally, to your game analogy, flopped, faked it, and ran up out of there. what's really killing me is the women who are talking about it's okay for a man to show his emotions. We want black men to show their emotions. These are not emotions. These are lies. This is manipulation. And it's like, y'all, I know y'all not talking about, we want black men to show emotion. This is lies. These are lies. I don't even want to call, I'm sorry, Jay. We can't even call this emotion. This is manipulation. His only emotion was how he gonna get out of that jam. That was the only emotion.
Your Honor, I stand corrected.
Yo, he realized the jig was up. What I thought was funny was, though, he didn't even say bye. Like, he had a car full of people that came. Like, he didn't even say bye. Like, how y'all getting home? He just rolled out on people. I'm sitting here laughing like, yo, I roll with you. You can't even, like, find me another ride home. Like, he just balled out. And I was just laughing. I'm like, this dude balls out. And but my thing is, and I love it. I wish he would talk. He created a problem. We all knew there was no real relationship with him and Mieka, right? There was no real relationship there, so that's one that's off the board. You said you have Rasheena and Vanessa, right? He could have developed those two. Again, you only had two connections. Patrice, she really wasn't in that conversation. That's a late bloomer. That's something you can get out of. So again, you created a problem and then run from the problem. It's like somebody who pick on a bully and now it's time to fight and you go home, right? We supposed to meet at 3:00 and you checking out and telling mama to pick you up at 2:30, right? It's like he just checked out. He's the one that checked out of the situation. And for her, Patrice to go check on him, like, that's what he wanted. He wanted somebody to go check on him. Everybody else was enjoying the crawfish boil. Like, yo, where's Chaz? All right, cool. Still eating their food. Nobody really cared. Nobody really cared about his emotions and feelings. So he made a scene, right? And that's what he got. He made a scene, went home, and played like he was a victim. You're not the victim. You created a problem. You can't create the problem and then be the victim when it backfires. Can't do that. And that's what he tried to do. It's overwhelming. Well, you created a problem.
You ain't tell no lies, guys. You ain't tell no mother freaking lies. Quickly, okay, let's address obviously the fact that Justin and Mieka had a connection. They seem to be getting close. We'll come back into Chaz because we've got to talk about his situation with Rasheena. But Justin and Mieka, they seem to have a connection. And they were getting close. I mean, Chaz tried to get in the bed first, but because obviously he didn't want to have any more connections. But Justin, obviously, and Mieka were getting real close, and she helped him out when he was sick. I mean, poor boy Justin was down bad, and she helped him out. What do you guys think about their connection so far? Talk to me. Is it going to the end, or is this one of those, different situations that come out of nowhere? Sometimes you just don't know who you want. It just comes out of nowhere. God just slaps you with it. Yes.
I'm gonna let their situationship live and thrive, okay? Because the fact that I be watching them and we be catching them in the background together, working out when the cameras is not supposed to be on them or whatever and stuff, I'm gonna let their little situationship thrive. All right. We gotta root for somebody at this point now. We running out of options. So hey, look, if they like it, we love it. All right. That's how I'm just gonna let them be. But we do see them actually building something. They spending a lot of time together. So I'm gonna let it. I'm not gonna argue it right now. I don't have much. We can sit here and go with the fact that he does want children. She don't want no more. It's not gonna be here for a long time. But maybe they both agreed as adults to be here for a good time. So if that's what they want, we'll let them have it.
Yeah, it's given. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But I will want to say shout out to Justin for being one of the younger dudes on the show, but being the most mature. He actually did something very simple that was in his best interest. He locked in. He's playing games too, but he at least is able to focus long enough to get what he wanted. And maybe Chaz did get what he wanted too early, and now he checked out. Maybe that's the problem. But Justin locked in on one person, actually tried to build some semblance of a relationship. If it ends up just being booty buddies or friends with benefits or a situationship, it looks like they at least have enough respect for each other that they will be cool afterwards. And isn't that the point? Like, even if they both don't want the same things long term, they look like they have respect for each other. And I think that's the least that you can have.
Yeah,
So
Justin's like, yo, I'm about to have a good time this weekend. And he found a person to have a good time with, you know. And Mieka's like, I'm gonna stay away from the carnage. I'm gonna stay away from all this mess. I'm gonna lock in with my person. We're gonna call it. We're gonna have a Netflix and chill moment. And they had a Netflix and chill moment, you know. And I like the fact that Justin was even willing before he even did that. He like, I think before, after he went and talked to Rasheena, like, look, we know we're good friends. You know, you see me kicking it with Mieka. This is where I'm going. I thought it was classy, letting her know ain't no, you know, I don't want no beef, no issues. I'm gonna be upfront with you, let you know I'm going to slide over this way. We're cool. You're the homie, but Mieka's my girl. And for whatever reason, that's his girl. That he let her know. So I thought it was cool. But again, they're here to have a good time. Stay away from all the mess, no drama. Enjoy the weekend and let it ride. And that's what Justin and Mieka's doing. And it's chill. They having a great time. Maybe the jet ski incident really put them together, made them bond a little bit. You never know.
When you almost drown together, you might want to stay together. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you almost drown together. You want to stay together, right? When you almost drown together, let's stay together.
No, but it was that when he checked on her and when he checked on Rasheena again later on after Chaz left. I appreciate Justin for doing that throughout the night because, you know, he didn't really have to. He done locked in, he done made his connection or whatever and stuff, but he still made sure that everybody around him was okay. And see, that's the simple thing that you have to do sometimes when you work in the room and you ain't locked in on your person yet. You just make sure everybody is good. You just go check in with people, say, hey, you good over here? Let me make some time for you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That was grown man-ish. I give Justin that. He definitely was on his grown man game this episode.
that's respect. You know what I mean? Like it's showing respect and care for another human being, you know? And it's sad that we have to compliment Justin for being just a decent human being because that's what he did. He was respectful, he was decent, he was a clear communicator, right? He was really, that's what you ask for. So I'm definitely with everybody. I'm not going to sit here and critique whatever he got going on with Mieka because they both grown and they're not hurting nobody. So ready to love ain't been ready to marry for a long time, if ever. So if they ready to kick it and they ain't bothering nobody and they're being respectful to everybody, then that really is all that matters. But I do appreciate his clear communication and the respect that he showed for the women, even if he's not getting anything romantic out of it. I think that's nice.
I hear that 100%. I hear that. Any other thoughts on Justin and Mieka? Because I ain't got much to say about these two. You know what I mean? Yeah, I ain't got much to say about them. Let's get then Laron and Mya, because, you know, Laron said, you know, now that William's out the way, you know, that, you know, he gonna have his shot, his chance. You know, Co's no longer there. You know, even though he didn't fight for Co, apparently in the evidence that we got from Wells, so I ain't really know being there. You know, he's finally got his opportunity now to shoot his shot at Mya. It's looking good. It's looking healthy. You know, talk to me. What's you guys' thoughts to the Laron and Mya dating situation? What is our thoughts to that particular little? You know, they had a little movie night as well, a little Netflix and Chile, you know. Although, I mean, they sat so far away from each other, I don't know. I mean, he had his hand around her, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe just something that Mya just does, you know. Maybe she doesn't do closeness like that, but even then, she still wasn't necessarily close to him. He had to kind of put his arm around her, kind of thing. She was never really close to him. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is this me? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it too tough. Let me just rewatch the scene again one more time in my head. You know what I mean? It just. Okay, man, I can give it to her. She had her leg on his lap a little bit, so maybe it's just me. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just me. What's your thoughts, Mya, Laron? Looks like nobody wanna talk about Mya and Laron. Huh? You don't want to give your opinions? Y'all scared they're gonna come up in the chat and start cussing?
Let Aries go. She just got here.
Aries, they nominated you.
Lord, I've had this conversation with Laron in the DMs before because he got on me for saying that they didn't have a connection on another live that I was on with y'all. My position has not changed. Obviously, I mean, I'm watching it just like everybody else. So, what I'm seeing, it does not look like Mya. It looks like she's being nice. Like, it's not giving. Like she really wants him in that close of her space. Like she's like, it's cool, we're friends, we're good, but I'm not getting romantic vibes. I'm not getting let's cuddle, up under each other. There's still a lot of space in between them. Even when they were on the couch and he was kind of like sitting there and was like, you want to sit on my lap or whatever. No, she didn't. So I'm still not getting it. Yeah, I feel the same. I feel like she's cool with him and they have a lot in common. Logically, they would be a good match based on their lifestyles and what they want. Neither has kids. They like to be out. Like that actually would be a good match. I don't see it off of the screen, like the romantic part of it. I'm not getting it.
I hear that. Definitely hear that.
No, I kind of agree with Aries. Like, I mean, they would be a good match. Laron is definitely trying, right? He's trying hard. As you can see, he's trying hard. I mean, the flowers that match the dress the first time they seen him, he's trying, but I don't think it's winning Mya over, right? It's not winning her over. It's not wooing her. She's not getting the butterflies in her stomach. It's like, okay, I'm here. I don't have anybody else. William's gone. So let me just find somebody to hang on to so they don't send me home. Right? So they don't send me home. Like, I'm going to hang on to this guy. I'm going to keep talking to him. It's nice. We have a good conversation. We talk about kids. We talk about money. We talk about parties. We talk about clubs. We talk about all this, but it's nothing real deep. All of it seemed like surface level type stuff. Nothing deep that we've seen. I don't know what happens behind the scenes and none of that, but just what we see, it seemed all like a surface level, like you going on a date with a friend and y'all just having a casual conversation. Nothing that makes you want to spark, right? You don't really, even on the couch watching a movie, like you sitting on there with your friend and you just throw your leg on top of them, or you just throw your arm around like, hey, what's up? Like you wasn't no hugging. It wasn't real close, right? It wasn't like Justin and Mieka in the bed throwing the covers over their head type deal. It was nothing like that. But it was just your homies coming over to watch a movie. That's the opposite sex. So that's what I got.
I'm just going to put myself in the equation. And if I sit here and say, let's Netflix and chill, but we go to the couch and I literally, instead of turning my backside to you and leaning into you, I put my leg up on the couch to make sure there's a firm distance between us. I'm just saying, I'm not that into you just yet. It could possibly get there, but right now I'm still figuring you out. I really don't want you touching me too heavy or too tough. Like, we're going to keep this political as possible. That's what I'm going to say, especially when we in our house where we staying overnight. Like, generally, if I'm sitting on the couch watching a movie, I'm trying to stay up. I ain't trying to fall asleep accidentally. I ain't trying to have you rub on me and nothing like this. I'm up for a reason. The lights is fully on in the house. We ain't even got them turned down on the couch. Come on now. Now, we could say it's production. Make sure they keep the lights on so they can see them and all. You know what I'm saying? I'll let that slide. But if I were Mya, and how I'm reading it as if I were Mya, is giving, I'm still trying to figure you out. I might have an angle on why I want to talk to you. I'm not really sure what that angle is yet, but I'm not sure about you. So I don't know. Their date later on, I don't know if we on that part yet, but their date later on, it was still not really fully given. I mean, even when she walks up, he kind of like goes in a little bit and she quickly like you're going to get all side. You're going to get all this here. So it's that movie. I'm just not into you. She's just not into you, my guy. Like, not yet. I don't know. I mean, I give her that. She got a beautiful smile. She's very shy she comes off very shy and reserved. She does this a lot with a lot of people, so I could be reading some things wrong because she is a little bit shy. She doesn't really give eye contact too much. But I don't know. Part of it was also giving, I just got to appease this guy because he stays in my face all the time. I don't know. It's just a little bit of me. It's just giving when you, that guy in that club that's always following you around trying to buy you a drink. And now you got to kind of talk to him because he done bought you a drink a little bit. That's how he was at the refrigerator for me. And this is like the second time I've seen him at this refrigerator like this. Like, bro, back off the refrigerator. What did it do to you?
I thought he had a shot last week at the refrigerator when she hugged him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wait a minute. Is it happening? And it didn't. So
he keep closing her off at the refrigerator. I'm like, child. I mean, but I like that they came to the crawfish boil dressed alike. They were both dressed in black. So I was like, okay, we might be trying to make something happen. I don't know. I just feel like production is producing right now. I don't know.
I mean,
his plan did work though. I mean, you gotta give him credit. His plan worked to send somebody home,
the dark arts,
so he could be the only dude left with his girl. The fact is that his plan worked. He sent William home. He threw William underneath the bus, and he threw a bomb. He set the dude up, and he won. Right, he didn't get eliminated and stayed on the show. So my hats off to him for that. That was kind of smart. Let me throw this dude underneath the bus. Let me stay where I need to stay at, and see if I can get the girl too. And it kind of dude went home. He got the girl. So.
Can I go real quick, Coach? Yeah, I was gonna sit this one out, but I had to come on just to add my little two controversial cents. So I think what we're seeing with Laron and Mya is an example of what happens when a woman grows in her attraction. What happens when she didn't really like you in the beginning, but she's weighing it out to give you a chance. And this is what it looks like. And you might just get that chance, but the chance is gonna look very tenuous. It's not gonna look attractive. We're not gonna see sparks. We're just gonna see the bare minimum.
he said the bare minimum. Hey, they said they grow an attraction for us guys, so I don't know. You know what I mean? They said they grow an attraction.
Saying, if certain things is attracting on you, like that green, that bank account, your house, your car, your living, it just starts to make you look a lot cleaner. You be like, okay, Flavor Flav got a little bit of upgrade. I don't know. I ain't saying he looked that bad, but I'm gonna throw B-Man out there. Okay, now if Jay-Z didn't have the money, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say.
a lot of things can make a man attractive. It's not just the face. There are people that I've been attracted to, and I'm like, why am I attracted to this person? But it's other things about them, like personality, like it's a lot of stuff like that can attract you. And no, it can't be somebody that I want to put a paper bag over their face. Like you can't be like Flavor Flav. Like I don't care how whatever else you got. No, but it matters, like the vibes. What kind of man are you? Like, are you very, one of those people's like, let me take care of that. No, sit down. I got this. Saying I got this to me will be the first thing. Gold stars. Like you're gonna get a lot of gold stars from just your behavior and stuff. So I could see that, but I don't know what it is in this situation because again, this is Ready to Love. This is like you never know what part is people playing games. Are you acting? Are you like for real? Like it's hard to tell what people are really on.
Yeah, and I think just for clarity, I'm not saying that attraction looks one specific way. I'm saying that she didn't like him in the beginning. When they met each other, for whatever reason, when they saw each other in the first, whenever they had their first interaction, LaRon wasn't somebody that caught her attention. If you look at her ex that we met, they are very different. So she's now trying to warm up to the idea, like everyone was kind of saying before, because her connections that she had in the beginning of the process are now gone. So she's trying to find her way to warm up to the idea of Laron. And she just might. She just might warm herself up, but it's going to look, it's not going to have that same excitement because he's really not her ideal type. But she's trying to see if it can work. But what happens is when you do that and there's really not that connection, and then you may, okay, we can get into a relationship. Okay, we can try. It's always you're on this tightrope where you're not really getting what you want. So, like when women talk about men giving them the bare minimum, from whether it's attention or the things that they want, the man is going to get the bare minimum from her because he's still working with the notion of being with him. So he's walking that tightrope.
Now, here's the tightrope of it all is what is it that she wants out of it? You know what I'm saying? Does she wants the perks and the things that he might be able to provide for her or whatnot? If she wants to be out in the club, do he get the VIP sections? He get the bottles popping or whatnot? Do I get free lunches? It's a lot of perks that some people bring that are not, that they're easy on the eyes. Let's put it like that. They're easy on the eyes. They're tolerable. He makes me laugh, but then I get this bonus of this other things.
He said, sit on my lap and tell me what you want for Christmas. So, yeah, no.
I mean, growing in attraction works sometimes it doesn't. This is an example of it not working. I do agree, that this is an example of a woman trying to get past whatever her initial hangups were and try to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's just not working because I won't say it's not working, but it's not working that fast. I do think she's trying, but I just, I don't think it's all the way there. I'm not gonna go as far as there's no attraction there. I just think it ain't where, bare minimum is almost a good description. I think it's like mid minimum at this point because she don't really know how she feel.
Well,
Wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait a second. I just want to acknowledge that Cway agreed with me on the attraction. I needed to revel in that moment. It felt so good, and just
she barely moved to a 20 from the 10. Boy, go on somewhere.
I'll take it. I'll take the bare minimum somewhere.
She said it don't work sometimes. Sometimes it don't work. Okay. Here's the truth of it though. Like, you got to be, as a person who is dealing with somebody that's growing in attraction for you, you have to be your authentic self. Because if you're not your authentic self, once that mask starts wearing off, that facade that you have, that facade that you have up starts wearing off, that's what your attraction goes away real instantly. So the problem with Laron is Laron doesn't quite have his own personality. He's been adapting the personality of the people he's around. Even in this thing, soon as Mya says she likes something, he like it too. Every time somebody say they like something, he likes it too. That's never going to be the case unless that's your true, like that is really, truly you, like you really like these things. So if you're just picking these things up to attract that person, you're making a big mistake with a person that doesn't already find you super attractive already. So I hope for his sake that she's not growing in attraction, because just as fast as she can grow in it, she can grow out of it. So like, bro, I don't know. I don't know.
It's like two kids in class when you sit beside somebody for so long in class and you find out that you start liking them. And that's what it is. They're always together. They've been around each other. And now she's starting to feel like, you know what? I like him a little bit. I don't know if I want to go with him, but I just like him a little bit. It's like, it's that classroom attraction. You sat next to that girl for like umpteen because y'all last name is the same. And you realize, she's pretty nice. And that's the way she's treating Laron. I'm going to be nice. She tolerated Lamar. Let's be honest. She tolerated Lamar on a photo shoot. And for the most part. So Laron, she's tolerating him. I don't think it's there to have great conversation. I don't think it's the love. I think it's just you know what? He's nice. We can hang out. We don't argue. He's pretty cool. You know what? I can do a movie with him. You know what? You know what? I can. And she may be growing to it, but he has to keep bringing. Can LaRon bring flowers every day, right? Can LaRon keep wooing her and doing all the things that he's doing? Can he maintain that? And can he keep that? And he has to find out what can get her over that hump of that initial to, you know what, really feeling him to want to be in a relationship with him. I don't think she likes him, but I don't think she likes him to the point where she wants to be in a continuous relationship with LaRon. And there's a difference.
No, she kicking. I think Mya's tolerating him for sections at that club. There's sometimes you tolerate some of these dudes for bottle service at the club. It's given that I'm gonna be nice to you, so when me and my girls go out, you can get us 2 bottles at the club. That's what he gives.
Hey ye. Just want to say, you know what? It's tight in the dunya. Man, them, like I said, don't let these girls lie to you, because, you know what I'm saying? To choose the one that finds you attractive. We've been saying this already. Don't choose me if you don't like me. You know what I'm saying to you? All right? It's proven today. Today is the day that has come to pass. Hallelujah. Father, we thank you.
That's not what I said. But that's not what I said. But why didn't he pick Koshiea? Koshiea was crying for him down to the table. He didn't want her. He wants to chase a girl who only wants him for bottles. So it really.
Well, we know he's got problems.
So there you go.
We know he wants the girl that he can't have.
Everybody
should have shown off.
But I'm just saying, you want to tell these men to sit here and choose a woman that want him, and if a man don't know who he is, how he gonna know when the woman want him? Because if he knew, he'd have been picking Koshiea, who he's supposed to be fighting for in the first place, but he chasing his dream. Y'all like to chase your dream, so therefore some women is gonna be your fantasy real quick. That's what it is. Y'all just be happy to be like, oh, I got the one I never thought I'd get.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true. I'm not even going to deny that. I'm with you on that. I'm just going to say it again. Man, don't choose a girl that, wants you. Okay? That finds you attractive. Okay? Don't let her grow. Okay? Because she's going to be growing for a long time. Okay? She's going to have growing pains. So I'm trying to say.
Water her growth. Water her growth. Told y'all, water her growth. You be her water while she be your sunshine.
Y'all heard what Kojo interview. He like Koshiea because she can cook. He said it. Because she sounds like she cook. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said he liked it because she can cook.
I told you because she is sexy to me. I can't lie to you, but it may be that toxic part of me, and I'm growing out of that now. So,
Koshiea was so cute. I don't understand why.
She fine. Can't lie to you.
Yeah, maybe it was because she showed
toxic
too nice too quick, or she showed too much interest.
She got kids and I don't think she really want no more, and he might want some too. So they weren't gonna work it for a long run anyway. Let's be honest.
But I thought they were going strong until she got booted. They
was going strong until they went wrong, Sean, until they had that fight at the table, and then he pretend like after that he was fighting for her after. But
listen, the way he's still going hard for her, in present day, although he may not realize it. I still think he's caught up in Koshiea because he's still fighting for her, tussling her across the internet.
He's fighting her, not fighting for her. He's fighting her.
What's he saying on the internet?
No. I'm saying because he's doing all this fighting, trying to get Alexis eliminated. Then he's coming on chat. Even when he spoke to you, he didn't say nothing bad about Koshiea when he did an interview on your channel.
Yes, he did. And he said he didn't regret cussing her out and all this, that, and the third. And then turned around and said, if I had a daughter, I wouldn't want her to be talked to the way I talk to her. Like, he was still fussing. He stood and he told us he stand on what he said, and he'll say it again.
Yeah, I think that was him defending himself. Because he's going to do that first.
Go away, Sean. Go.
Look, I'm sorry. I that's my opinion. I believe that he still has a thing for her because all this vengeance is attached to her. All this stuff that he's going after everybody on the chat for, whether it's Will, him going after Will, and Alexis, and every other thing he's doing has to do with Koshiea.
Except the text messages.
Right. But
he's taking down everybody, Chaz included, in the group chat.
Did we see him defending her in the text?
Right. I get it, Sean. He's down with her. But if you down with her that much and you love her that much, self-eliminate and go with her. Don't go try to find another hookup. If you that much for code and that was your girl, and you ain't want nobody else, say deuces and go. And you and Cole can ride off in the sunset.
This was all
That's
a
why I
chess
think
move.
he's
That's what usually happens, Glenn, right? When couples like are for
right.
real
That's what usually happens. That's why he's
and they just
But
leave
can we be
together.
really honest? This was all a chess move for Maya, even down to the fact of play, like we fighting for Koshiea and all this stuff like that. That was just a chess move to sit here and prove that we got some honor, which we don't. Like, come on. Because the text message would have showed we was fighting for Koshiea in the text message. We should have been cussing everybody out in the text message that we are a group part of, yet we're going against the same people that we're in a group text message against. Okay. Okay.
Makes sense.
I'm just saying, I'm not about to be friends with somebody that just voted my nigga off. Like,
But on this show, and I think that's the other part, it's like the way it was said in the episode where he was like, this what happened, it was in the group text and doing all that, right? He made it like if you voted for her to go home, that was a conspiracy and all this. And it's like, that's the show. We vote. You put people in your body. You have to rank them. You have to rank the people. Who are your people in the top? And we know who they are because you're going on dates. You're talking about it in the lounge. You have to discuss it. So I can't say somebody's my top connection that literally I have not gone on no dates with, or I have not had nothing. Like, I'm not gonna put them in my top. Like, that's weird. So it doesn't make sense to make it sound like it was this big conspiracy. And then when we see the text, it really wasn't. That's literally what happened. Was people were just talking about like, well, that's who I have. I don't have a connection with this person or whatever. So anyway, it didn't make no sense. It made sense. It just, the on camera and off camera look different.
I'm hearing you all. I'm hearing you all. Okay, cool. Obviously, Laron. That was Laron. And thinking, we got Patrice, obviously, and Alonzo. I'm starting to feel a little bit sad for Alonzo now. He's getting done dirty. I can't even lie to you. Patrice betrayed him by adding herself to a roster that was already full. Is just criminal. Absolutely criminal. Like, to think back to it is like absolutely mad. Like, the fact that she said, I want to be added to something that already had 3 women ahead of herself, and so I don't mind being a 4th, just tells me how low in the estimation she had Alonzo. That is ridiculous. I can't believe it. And I actually do like Patrice. She gives me jokes. I can't lie to you. And, she got a bit of the dirty dark arts and I'm not going to be mad at it. But the fact that she added herself as a 4th to the roster is just atrocious. I mean, I was like, baby, what's you trying to protect yourself from? What are you really trying to do? Like, where's the common sense gone? Like, what I was trying to think, what move is she pulling? Is she trying to get rid of Alonzo? Maybe she's trying to get rid of Alonzo because I can't see how this is a logical move, because even him being added to the roster, it's not going to make you save you in the end, because you got 3 women ahead of you. So I was so confused by that late added when the guy's not even texting you back. I was like, wait, confusion. What's going on? Why do you want to be added as a 4th? This doesn't make sense. I said Patrice hates Alonzo. She hates him. She actually despises him. She used him and she's tired of using him now. I've seen it now. I saw it. She was using him. She knew she suckered him in with the, I like the young boys, cougar stuff. He dug her claws in, got him all sucked up, got him a little emotional, got him all, isolated. And now she's like, let me dispatch. Discard, okay, detachment, because it don't make no sense to be a 4th in the line, like, 4th on the throne, hoping the other 3 die out. Like, what's gonna happen there? Anyway, I need to get you guys' thoughts. What? Yes, Sean.
Jojo, you took the words. I swear to God, I was just about to say. It's so easy to pinpoint when a man hates a woman, like when we nitpick her or when we're mean to her. Or this is what it looks like when women hate men. They toy with us because this guy is being about as genuine, as authentic as he can be, So please don't start saying Alonzo, blah, 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 as he can be, right? So we got to look at the person's capacity. His capacity to be genuine, authentic, that's what he's giving to Patrice. And she not only is keep changing she keeps telling him what to do to be more authentic, to be more romantic. This guy is trying. And now she has gone in the ninth hour and added Chaz, who has more connections than I don't even know what at this point. And that tells me she does not care about his heart. She does not care about how terrible that looks, because not only is she doing it in the process, she's doing it when they're all at one place in front of everybody. And she's telling people proudly, oh, I want Chaz, literally being a pick me. Now, if I hated the term pick me, I can't hate it anymore. This is a pick me. There's no way you can't tell me. If anybody doesn't call her a pick me, then we can't ever use the term again. Because this is what pick me is. I'm sorry. I thought Patrice, I call her Janet Jackson energy. I don't know what energy she's on now. She's Janet on the tour, playing with the guys up on stage. I don't know what's going on. I'm super confused. And lastly, she must have the full capacity of an empath, because crying for everybody, crying for Will, crying for Chaz, praying with Chaz, running after everybody, she must be a full diagnosed empath, because this behavior is totally perplexing to me. And I'm done.
Mazeline, who'd like to take this task on? Talk to us. Who maybe understands what Patrice was doing? Yes, Glenn.
Don't understand it, but it's like, why? First of all, if Alonzo your dude, I got to go back a little bit. Dude, he rented out a whole museum for you, right? It's the best date that you ever been on, right? It's the best date that you ever been on. You feeling everything. This is y'all weekend. He's supposed to be your only person. Like, if you narrowed it down, you and Alonzo supposed to have the best weekend ever, right? It's supposed to be, we're coming here. We're gonna be exclusive, just you and me and you. And he got the rug pulled out from under him, because he realized it wasn't just, because if you like most dudes, he's thinking it's supposed to be me and Patrice. This is my girl, because that's his only connection. He ain't trying to feel nobody else, so he already got his mind made up. I'm gonna stay with her, and then you come to find out that she's trying to hang out with Chaz. That she added herself to this. He's heartbroken. He's heartbroken. And then when she finds out, not only then she's crying for William, which I'm like, you had to be in a room to eliminate him. You didn't try to save him, and you couldn't save him. So let's be real. You knew William was going home, but you cried tears for the cameras, right? And then you happen to hear Chaz weeping in the room, and you go upstairs, and what's going on? He opens the door for you too, right? He opens the door, and you go in, and you and Chaz pray together. Prayer must not work because Chaz still left. Those prayers didn't work. Chaz still was hurt. He went home. Something.
Oh, my Max.
Something didn't happen right, so he left. So then you come back and you tell the whole. Then you dried your tears up, because then you went back to the way everybody was eating. Oh, Chaz left. You wasn't heartbroken about Chaz leaving, but you were heartbroken about William. So she's sending so many mixed signals. And then when Chaz go home, William's gone, and now you and Alonzo can kick it real deep. Now you can play again. I don't want to be lonely. I'm gonna bun up with Alonzo. Let him come in the room with snacks, and y'all go Netflix and chill. She's playing a game, and she's playing it very well, so she could be around till the end. Because Alonzo's gonna pick her, but she can choose herself, and that's just the bottom line. That's where it's at. So she's playing a game. Her and Chaz both playing a game, and they might deserve each other when it's all said and done. So I'm done.
You know what? I'm glad that Patrice is acting this way on this show, because I think a lot of times as Black women, we feel like the Black men are the reason why there's so many, unmatched couples and why things turn out the way they do. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a rep for my girls. But the way Patrice is acting is also part of the reason why people just can't find love. Because Alonzo is literally giving the best he got. Now, it may not be enough for you, but if it's not enough, just tell that young man that. Alonzo literally is giving whatever he got with his bonnet and all. He's putting his heart out there. He's being consistent. He's not wishy-washy. He He ain't pulling a Chaz, adding people to his roster last minute. He ain't controlling. He even lets her add another person to the roster. He don't look like he's saying too much. He's lighthearted. He's friendly. He's easygoing. He got a little sense of humor. He's a little unserious, but like not unserious like as far as dating, but he just don't seem like a very serious person. So to treat that man like that, like I don't get it. It's a little sick to me. I think Patrice seems to like people that she either feels like she can help or control. And then once she feels like she has control over them, she seems bored. Because it seems like she likes Alonzo. She was able to whip him up, get him in shape. Now he's in shape and now she's bored. That's the sickness. I think Mama needs help with that. Because you're not going to find nobody when you're constantly looking for new projects. Once the project is all fixed up, then you don't want them no more. And then now you want the biggest project you could find, Chaz. Oh, you're going to be working on that for eternity. You want to pick up on that project. So I don't know what to say. She needs to leave these young men alone. Leave these young men alone. I'm going to start calling her Drea. Leave them alone. If you want a project, take an old project. Take a project that's going to take you some time. Leave Alonzo alone. Let him go find love because what you doing ain't right. What you doing is not right. And people, but he look young. He got a young spirit, Aries.
I'm like, hold on, Dre. That's a big difference.
No, he ain't that young. He ain't that young. But he look young. He act young. He got a young spirit. Don't crush his soul like that. Because
coming from the old to the young, okay. First of all, I didn't address you coming for us 40 and over. Don't do us, okay. You better hope to live this long and be.
And when I do, if I'm acting like Chaz, then you talk about me. I need somebody to talk about me. Talk about me real bad. Because with age supposed to come wisdom, sense, couth. This should come with all that, right? That's what it's supposed to come with, right? Every year it's a blessing. You learn more, you do better, you act better, right? That's the blessing. So you ain't taking advantage of the blessing God giving you. Every year on this earth is a blessing. To be a certain age, and this is the upper end of 40. Still gaslighting, manipulating, running out on the club, flip-flopping, crying. That's not a pushing 50 game. You're supposed to get that all out of your system and stop doing that. But we ain't on him right now. We on Patrice, who's also acting a fool. So I don't know. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate. I feel bad for Alonzo, and I really don't say that much. I don't be feeling bad for these men. You'd be hard pressed for me to say that. What's up, Jay?
Unpopular. Okay, Aries, go ahead before I get my unpopular theory.
I was just gonna say that technically Patrice is doing what's supposed to be done in the process. She's dating all the people. She's making sure that, Chaz knew that, hey, I am here. And just in case, let's make sure you don't miss out on all the things.
Aries, you ain't gonna have 32 teeth left.
Sure, tell her to cut it out. Tell her to cut it out.
All the teeth in her head just
to the
need to
roster.
fall
He
out.
didn't have to add her. He could have said, you know what, my roster is full. If he was really that, mature, then he could have said, you know what, I appreciate that, but I'm just gonna stick with the ones I have. I'm already trying to figure out how to reduce the ones I have. I don't have, we missed our time or whatever. Have a direct conversation. But she technically isn't really doing anything wrong. The part that got me though, and I love Patrice, by the way, that's my girl. But
we can see.
But when she said, in my eyes, Alonzo is the last man standing, I'm like, he is literally the last man standing. So he is, that's what he is. So that was just funny. But Alonzo, and he just keep on just being right there ready. I'm like, oh, I do kind of feel bad about it.
Aries, you wouldn't want nobody do your nephew, your kids, your godson.
But Alonzo is a grown man. He ain't 25 now. He's 36 to 35 or something like that.
But he got a little bit of some development. Like, he just seems a little, I don't want to give him I'm not giving him no syndrome, but he just is very young acting.
But okay, can we
He's
talk about
life. He's enjoying life.
can we actually talk about the real problem and the divide that's really actually happening between this cast right now? Because we ain't never really seen a divide between the men and the women this way, right?
It's
And
the
I have
women with
came
the
up
dark hearts. It's the
I have came up with a theory of why, as I'm watching this progress and go along, the women are outplaying the men this season. Okay, I got Mya over here just flipping the ball on both sides of the court. She just playing volleyball by her damn self. Okay, she's smiling in everybody's face, turning everybody on, got her all in love. Patrice working the room the way the room's supposed to be worked. Like, hey, put me on your roster. I need another vote. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be here with mines. It is what it is. You know.
And told all the ladies to their
stern
face,
confusion.
add that part to it, because when she told him, added herself to his roster, she said, "Oh yeah, and I'm with y'all now."
Yeah.
To the other ladies.
Yeah, proudly. Okay. Like, listen, I'm getting another vote. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Okay. Because if I lock in on this man, I can't have him the way I want him. Like, bruh, the men are being outplayed. And I think the ego of them has got to them that they pissed off now. And that's why all of this madness is happening outside of this arena. Because they be damned if these women got the best of them, but they did. I'm sorry. The women is doing what they supposed to do this season. They said, y'all not going to play in my face. I'm going to play in yours first. Watch this. Okay. Rasheena. Yeah, she exited herself off. She was like, okay, exit herself. Wait, the way she went around and exited herself off of everybody too. She got with Justice. She was like, you know what y'all do make a good match. You right. Like it for y'all. Love it. Okay. Got over there with Chaz, was like, before you say another word, don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm great. I'm out. Like the women is doing what the women need to do this season, and kudos to them.
Yeah, that wasn't a flex with Rasheena, but we can cover that later. But
baby,
back
you can say
to
it wasn't.
Aries,
you can say it wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Not,
it might have touched your heart a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't touch my heart. I could kill us.
She got ahead of the devil better than David.
No, she didn't. We done seen that. We done seen that play many a times. It's old, it's stale. She knew what was coming, and she tried to do it first. It was whack. But my point back to Patrice, up down to the resort. Was the time for intimacy. This was the time for getting closeness, not trying to make something that wasn't there happen. And that's why Patrice is problematic in this scenario, because you should have. If
like
you would
be mad at the house. Oh,
what are you talking about? Ain't nobody mad. Don't try to trap me into no nonsense. All I'm saying is the episode was all about intimacy, and you're trying to build a connection where there wasn't one there. He didn't even save your number, what you just said, right? So now all of a sudden you throw
it don't even matter.
Now you're trying to throw your hat in the ring at the 9th hour to try to make something happen. Now you going up in the prayer closet trying to pray, trying to be the helpmate. Yeah, no, it's too late for that. You should have done that 3-4 weeks ago. So that's my issue, is that we too late in the process for these reindeer games.
Once again, we're going to play this like the Sarah Ann situation. I shot my shot. It's up to this man to take the ball from me or not. He took the ball and ran to the other side of the court with it. Like he's trying to score too. So,
yeah, it's looking desperate and thirsty.
Okay, it can look desperate and thirsty, but it's looking desperate and thirsty on his side too. Like he ain't happy where he at.
She wanted to touch and agree. It didn't work out.
Exactly. And he packed his bags up and he moseyed on down. So she did nothing. Her prayer.
No, we can't handle that. He can't handle the pressure, baby. It's not our fault. He can't handle the pressure.
Listen, if he wanted it, he would have laid his head in her bosom and said, "Baby, you're right." Because if
he gave her a good morning text. Hey, he did. Basically, he cried on her shoulder. Shine. You heard behind the wall. I gotta go.
That's right. And sent her right out the room to deliver a message that he didn't do. So he used her as a delivery agent. He said, "Here, take this message, tie it to your wing, and tell everybody. Now fly away."
They used each
other. Tie to your waist like Justin's dog.
Because I'm going home to cry.
Cry me.
But can y'all? Okay, I don't know if we're at this point yet, but like when he was saying that he was hurting, what was he talking about?
Go for it.
what were you hurting about? Now, and he said people made fun of his emotions or whatever. And I think Cway was basically saying what I was thinking about the manipulation of it all. Because I was like, this is so fake. Oh my God, I can't. But this is why he blocked me. So my opinion, I'm gonna get it out today. Since I can't, he ain't gonna see it in the chat. But I just was confused. And it spoke to what everybody has been saying, that he's not used to having multiple people, and he said it himself, he's not used to having that or whatever. But I'm like, the hurting was his whole behavior, acting up with Vanessa and storming off and doing that whole bit was just, that pissed me off. I was just annoyed. I was just like, and you're the oldest person on this show, and this is how you handle things. So when we get into it, and y'all didn't even get into enough to be doing all this. Like, nobody was pressing you that hard. It was one person asking what the hell at 7:00. Because at noon, I would have been gone if I hadn't talked to you. And you're my only connection.
But can we go back to the Aries, though? If you don't normally deal with multiple people, why add more people to your roster? Like,
exactly.
Stick to what you know.
The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. They don't add up.
I don't have boundaries. I'm trying to really look like that dude right now, but I really can't handle all of this. And it was making me kind of mad. And I like all the ladies, honestly, but I was like, why are y'all giving this man so much attention? Like, I would just like, I don't care if I liked him, I would not talk to him. Like, just on GP, because it's like, I don't like the optics of it all. It just, I didn't like it.
Wait, so how is he different than Patrice?
He ain't.
Well, Patrice can handle her connections. She don't have a problem with all hers.
Oh, so right. So she
added more connections herself. So she good. And she scared at hers. She might cry a little bit in the car, but she gonna come back.
She got hers. Exactly. She good. He the one over there ran off.
The only reason why I can't compliment Patrice. Let me tell you why I can't compliment Patrice, even though I do agree with y'all, right? I do love to see the women not going outside. If the men gonna be foolish, it's about time we're foolish too. But I feel like we're racing to the bottom here to figure out who can out foolish each other. Like, I feel like that's what we're doing. So I'm not gonna celebrate Patrice for being a fool because she out fooled Chaz, who's a fool, and out fooled, like, you get what I'm saying?
But that's what the show is at this point. I think there's a point where you're like, people are playing, right? Because they were playing heavy on this one. Like, the thing that I would say is different. There was definitely an alliance on our season, but it was all undercover hidden. Like, people were trying to figure out what was what. Here they got it all out in the open. They talking. It's super prominent. So it's like everyone knew there was the beef between the mixers and the people and all that stuff. So it's like, okay, well, we playing. I'm gonna play too. I feel like she lightweight added Chaz just on some. I'm gonna just play the game as crazy as possible at this point. Like, you're not even tripping off of the real end result at this point on the show.
That's how in the show.
Well, I hope that Chaz talked to Patrice and cleared it so that she had enough room in her Sprinter van to take everybody home that he left behind. So I hope, at least since Patrice is so clever and strategic, she strategized, because everybody gonna be piling up in her Sprinter and heading back down to DFW.
And maybe that's why she was on there.
That's why. Yeah, that's why.
Maybe
producer sent her upstairs.
Yeah, maybe for Patrice, this don't even matter. Maybe she just wanted to advertise her Sprinter vans, show that she's good vibes. Because I can tell you, even though I think Patrice is not ready to love in no way, shape, or fashion, I definitely would get one of her Sprinter vans because she looks like she's good vibes all the time. That's one thing about Patrice. She's been good vibes. I wanted to get it clear. I don't have a problem with her. She seemed like she's good vibes. I would get in her Sprinter van in Dallas. I would promote her business. I would pull up and support. Is she ready to love? Hell no. Hell no. But she is definitely ready to promote that business. And I would help promote it because she looks like she do a good job. So I'll
For
get
the
her that.
love of sprinters. Want to get that sprint up, baby.
Yeah, look, that's what I'll do. Support her sprinting business. She's definitely not ready to love. Prayers for Alonzo.
Someone said ready to sprint. My God. Y'all are too fast, too furious. Okay. Any other thoughts to Chaz? Obviously, no. Chaz obviously had a situation. Look, go for it. Yeah, Jay, go for it. Yeah. Baby, you muted. You muted, baby.
Remuted myself. Okay. I said I was gonna give kudos to Alonzo because he's the only one who understood the assignment this week is to be open and vulnerable. And so, him talking to Patrice, probably not the best time, but at least talking about his father and watching him stuff go down that road and having to now take care of his health and stuff. I thought that was good. I mean, he stuck to the assignment, so I give him much kudos to that because I don't remember nobody else really doing it, to be honest.
And he asked her if she could fall in love, and she did say she could see herself falling in love with him.
She said with him it was easy. That's not one of her fears.
I was like, yeah. After you done added yourself to a roster of 3 other people ahead of you, yes. You acted like you were going for a new iPhone. Maybe I don't think you can do it. But yes, Aries, you want to say something, Aries? You got to say that because you look like you're ready to say something. No, go and say it. Say it.
No, I'm not saying nothing else.
Let it flow, baby. Let it flow. Oh, let it flow.
No,
Don't be afraid to say your piece, babe.
I'll speak when we get to the Rasheena part.
Okay, no worries at all. All right, cool. Obviously, then Chaz's situation with Rasheena. Master Tommy said, he should go out there and have a conversation with Rasheena, see if she can be rescued in a sense. And I don't know what happened. Is that I think obviously Rasheena clocked the type of date it is and what time it was on, and she said, "I'm not getting fired. I'm quitting." So it became one of those conversations. I don't think Chaz was ever. I don't know if Chaz was going to keep her in. I don't think he was, but clearly she was not going to have it. And it was funny because when I was listening to it, she was like, the argument that actually ensued was that she was like, "Well, you interrupted me the first time, I'll let you have it, but you interrupted me again, I ain't gonna let you have this one. I'm gonna finish my sentence. But if you just let me do it, my thought process," she said, "I don't care. I'm gonna forget what I'm gonna say. So you gonna listen to me now, okay?" I quit. So I want to get you guys' thoughts on this situation. Yes, Aries.
Started from the beginning of the date when they first got there, and she said, "What's up?" And he said, "What's up with you?" Like he never answered anything at all. He just kept rebutting, like kind of going back. That's why he said it's a fight of the dragons or something. But you're just not answering no questions. And then obviously production told him to keep the day going a little longer because he says, "So you never told me what else y'all did." I'm about to talk to you about what I did for the rest of this weekend. No, you tell me what you was doing when you got your happy butt out there and got in the car and drove off. You are the one that need to be talking right now. I'm not saying nothing about nothing. You need to be talking. So that's what she should have did, was just been like, no, address the situation with you. Let's start where you left. Let's start with that. Instead of this banter back and forth trying to see where I'm at. He was trying to read her energy. He was doing all of that. And I'm like, just talk. Like, he would really piss me off in real life. Like, if we're playing these games, like, you don't communicate. Like, that part was not cool. I did not like it at all. And then tried to, I could tell, same thing that happened with Vanessa at the house with Rasheena. When he gets pressed, now it's like, okay, well, we had a talk with Tommy. Now he's like, now I'm about to let her go because she's asking me too many questions that I don't want to answer. So yeah, we had a meeting with Tommy. Well, let me interrupt you because you know what I mean? So it was just like, you walk off from Vanessa when she's pressing you and holding you to the fire to actually answer a question, say something. And then the same thing with Rasheena. Now you're like, well, I'm gonna have to let her go because you asked me too many questions. I need you to stop that, like you did with Vanessa. And I was just like, boy, get out of here. So yeah, this is all. I can't wait. Yeah. Anyway,
let me just go because That's why, Aries, I'm gonna say this because you just it proved my point. Why I don't understand why Sean's sitting here trying to act like what she did was wrong. This man sat here and played in her face not one time but twice. Okay, you running up out of the place without saying anything to anybody except for Patrice, and only because Patrice went up there. Let's be honest, you were packing your bags and about to slide out the back without anybody knowing. All right. And then on top of it, you get to this date, sit in my face and be like, "What's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing?" Like, Greg, let's get to the point. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Now that I'm holding you to the fire, now you want to sit here and be like, "Well, me and the guys, this, that, and the third." Like, okay, before we go down this road, you're not about to play in my face no more. So I'm about to go ahead and tell you what it is. Like, if somebody is constantly playing in your face, you're not going to sit there and let them eliminate you on top of it. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. Especially if you know that they're sitting here playing with your intelligence. They playing on your top. Like, you don't communicate good. Let's get that out the way. You actually don't communicate good because she's been sitting back and watching and observing this dude for the last couple of days. Rasheena actually just been sitting there and doing what we ask people to do when they go through the process. Watch the people, how they move during the process with other people along with yourself. This man storms off past her and Mya, and they both say neither one of us could stop him. He's so mad that neither one of us, I'm supposed to be your top connection, and I can't even calm you down. Yeah, okay, you don't respect me enough. Let's be honest. You really don't respect me enough to sit here and listen to me when I sit there and say, "Come on, reel it in. What's wrong? Talk to me." Then you don't even give me enough dignity to sit here and actually have a real conversation with me via text, phone call, whatever it is. Now we face to face, and now you want to continue to play in my face? Oh no, my guy. That's not what we about to do. So I'm never going to be mad at her for getting ahead of the double, because this one right here was just about to play some more and try to act like, "Oh, well, because you got an attitude, that's why I had to get rid of you." He been flipping the whole situation. "Oh, these ladies have been hounding me." Nobody hounded you at the getaway. Nobody hounded you. Show me the behind the scenes footage because of people hounding you. If you want to leak something, leak that footage right there, because I need to see all the people that was hounding you at the getaway, why you just feel like you had to cry and pack your things and be around people you love. That's wild to me. Like, just sit there and tell somebody, "Hey, I'm feeling this person a little bit more than you. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I still want to continue to see you," whatever the case may be, because we're all put in this setting to actually date each other. That's what I don't get about none of these men on this season. Like Laron, you're put in a place to be in Mya's space. Just talk to her. Don't devise this whole grand scheme of eliminating a whole bunch of people so you can have your one-on-one time with her. Just talk to her. Chaz, just talk to your connections. You're put in this opportunity to have a conversation with all these people. Just talk to them. It's not that hard. If you're not feeling like you want to be moved one way or another, just say, "Hey, right now is not the time. I'm still trying to figure it out. Don't pressure me. Back up off me." But you couldn't do that. And then she sit here and give you this opportunity right here, and you want to just keep on going, "Well, how was your weekend?" "When I left, I heard it was a funeral." Yeah, we mourned for 2 seconds, and then we had a NOLA funeral. We turned up afterwards. You was gone, and I was lit. Okay, I was twerking on the couch. If that's what you want to know, my guy.
And doing the electric slide.
Right, like, you can stay gone. Stop playing in my face. So, but I am the curious side of me. I ain't gonna lie. The curious side of me did want to know what he was going to actually say in that moment. I'm like, are you going to get rid of Vanessa? Are you going to get rid of it? Because that was the only two options that they actually had to get rid of, is Rasheena or Vanessa. So were you going to keep Rasheena and get rid of Vanessa? So I was a little curious. I was like, slow down, Ma, so I could hear what he got to say and then dismiss yourself. But other than that, go ahead. Do you, boo?
I feel like if she was going to dismiss herself, though, she should have just, I think she was trying to give him that chance to actually speak words. And when he wasn't going to, and she knew it was going to go down the path, that's why she wanted to get ahead of it. Maybe just because she was out of curiosity, really wanted to hear what he was going to say. But if you were going to really work it, you should have just said it from the beginning. Like, "Hey, I appreciate the date, but I'm out. I'm good."
And one last plot twist for me, because it had it been me, either Rasheena or Vanessa. Let it be me being Vanessa though. Oh, it'd have been a double elimination. I'd be like, you ain't got to worry about me either. I'd have showed up out the blue, like out the date, like, hey, she gone and I'm gone too, cause I'm done. I'm done. You showed me enough. We already here. You don't know who you want. You add in more people. I'm good. I'm not even about to play in this game with you anymore myself either. So eliminate us both. It'd have been a double elimination for me, real quick.
Did they show Vanessa on the preview for next week? Because remember, a guy and a girl is supposed to go home, according to Tommy, right? Wasn't it supposed to be a guy and a girl? And we just didn't get the second part yet. There's still going to be a woman elimination.
We got the woman.
A guy and a girl has to go home. Both of them.
I don't know, but I know he's talking to her family, so.
He was talking to Vanessa's family? Okay, I was like, I couldn't remember seeing her. I remember seeing Patrice. I don't remember. I forgot this part. Okay.
Yeah, to me, the whole thing is like, you knew you were about to get eliminated, so you want to get the one up on the person. Because people that truly self-eliminate, they go speak to Tommy or they go speak to production outside of the process. They don't wait for a date and try to gauge out. Just like he was trying to gauge where she was, he was trying to do the same thing. She was doing the same thing rather with him, trying to see, oh, well, how is this going to go? And once she heard, he was like, oh, the fellas met together. She was like, oh, okay, no, let me interrupt you. That's when she started with the interruption. So for me, it's like you were already getting eliminated already, mama. You was getting eliminated. So whether you think you raise your hand and you got the one up, it was already determined because none of the other guys was feeling you. So at the end of the day, take your L and move on. You know, and that to me was evidence of her combativeness. And that's my problem. It's like two things can be true. I'm not saying Chaz was right, she was wrong. I'm saying, how do we deal with conflict? And in this conflict, she would just kept going, oh, no, let me finish. No, let me finish. No, I'm going to go. No, I'm going to forget. You're going to forget. That's too much easy on the back and forth, you know, going. You know, if you know you don't like him, you know you're ready to go, then leave. You know, leave and say, okay, I'm good. God bless you. And then all of this, good for me, great for you. I'm just tired of that. That's all. That's my issue.
The only thing I'll add to that is that sometimes production will try to stop you from self-eliminating. There's plenty of people that want to self-eliminate on our season and they were not allowed. So that might have been her way of trying
and
to.
They already had basically 2 this season do it. So
yeah. But I feel you as well, Sean. All your points too. I was like, not combative. I had a flashback.
Any more thoughts on the Chaz Rasheena situation? I know everyone's said their piece on this situation. I don't think there's anything else on this then, on that episode, because that was pretty much it, right? Yeah, I think we've the beef that happened. We've reached a conclusion. Okay, well, looks like we've come to the end of the show. But before I do, first and foremost, got to shout out those who have joined have joined us in the memberships. We appreciate y'all. You know, I gotta play my little music. Yeah. Because, you know, just get us into the mood. Here we go, like that. Yeah. Let me not. They tried to copyright me last time. So, listen. Shout out to the new members as well who joined the membership. Show Orchard, Brittany. We got DRT, we got G Baby, Journey through 30, we got Fabi, Lips Galore, Fema, PT, TP, C, Santos, Black Tornado, and None. Shout out to you guys who joined the membership. We appreciate you guys as always for joining us. Our next members only live is next week Tuesday, so we're gonna be on then. And then
I don't know if you've seen it though. Aries had gifted.
Well, I've seen it.
Oh,
Oh no, I've seen it. I've seen it. Don't you worry. I saved that to last. You know what I mean? Because we got to shout out our super spender. You know what I'm saying? To listen, shout out to Aries for once again, gifting and giving in the gracious of ways to those who are in the chat so they can also be a part of the family as well. God bless you, Aries. May he continue to add favor to your life. Okay? Let
I'm
him
not
add more
trying to buy
shine.
you, by the way.
That's all right. You can bribe me if you want. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep on praying for you. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna accept my gifts. I'm gonna accept my gifts. But no, shout out to you. Honestly, thank you. And it just means that other people can actually be a part of the show. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like a gift that's going directly to me. It's actually going to other people who can actually join the show. So I appreciate that as always as well. And I think we've breached the 600 members mark. So listen, we're on our way to 1,000 members, and God bless y'all. And it means we get to do more shows and more things for you guys. And I can see you guys gave me lots of solutions in terms of conversations and stuff you want to do as well. So listen, we're gonna start implementing that so we can do some great shows for members only as well for you guys. So yes, we appreciate you. But again, thank you again, Aries, for that. It's honestly appreciated. Honestly, may the Lord add more to your pocket so you can bless me, because I'm gonna keep on taking it. I'm not gonna say no. Okay, all right. 2024, I'm here for my soft life. All right, cool. So my deacon is here. Let me pass the mic to my deacon, who can sign us off tonight. Deacon Sean.
Yes, I'm gonna defer to either Jay or Cway since I was a late comer. And since they were preaching a good word this evening, so I'm gonna defer to one of them.
I hear it. Cway. Oh, Cway, you're the deputy when it comes to this.
I was gonna say, Jay.
You trying to nominate Jay?
Jay always be having
Hey.
a word.
There you see, no, she said no. So Cway, you've been deputized in,
Well, you guys know I don't do this often. What I would say is the word of the day is always remember not to be short-sighted. Try to think long-term, think about the beauty of relationships and just what it means to exist on this planet with others. It may not be all attention is not good attention. All clout is not good clout. Sometimes even if you fall out with someone or things don't work out well, it may just be the best decision to just smile, tell them to be blessed, and walk away. Because sometimes you do things that shed more light on your character than it'll ever shed light on the person who you're trying to tarnish. So that's one. Number two, I know we talk a lot about, like it's time for women to get their get back and playing games. And, at this point, Ready to Love is all fun and games, but there's no games when the matter of the heart is involved. And if we're really talking about being ready to love and actually caring for others, it's really important to actually think about taking things a little bit seriously, because if you win a game, that's all it's going to be is a game. And that's the joke is what you're going to end up with. You're not going to end up with anything real and anything substantive. So it's actually a blessing and an honor to be chosen to be on a show and to be able to be linked to meet actual singles that are looking for the same thing you're looking. So I think, I wish people would take it a little bit more seriously, because you may have the opportunity to meet somebody who's actually on your same playing field. But if you're too busy promoting your businesses and your waist training and looking for dudes that are going to get you in bottle sections and things like that, you may miss out on the blessing that God is trying to either allow you to have there, or he may be putting you in front of your husband or wife to be, who's going to see you on TV. But if they see you acting up and acting a fool, you may be really blocking your blessing and you don't know where that's coming from. So I would say just be kind to others. Try to think, long-sighted, not short-sighted, and just keep these things in mind. Back to you, Kojo.
Thank you, Cway. Appreciate it. Listen, shout out to my fellow panelists, Glenn, Jay, Aries, Sean, Cway, as well. Listen, we look forward to the coming months. I know that Owner's got a new show, so we'll see how that goes as well. I know Married at First Sight later in the year. I think are they going to Chicago? Are they filming in Chicago? I don't know as well. So hopefully I'll take a peek. I'll have a look because I've given up on the season. I know Sean has been wanting me, but I've given up. I can't. My spirit just be weak when I be hearing about Married at First Sight. I need to get back on it, but. I'm trying, Sean. I'm trying. You're gonna have to keep on prodding me, brother. Okay, you're gonna have to keep on prodding me. Yeah, we'll be paying close attention to that as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. I think UK Love Is Blind is also coming. So I know they've started recruiting and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens there. But probably next year, actually, by the time it reaches us, actually saying that. But yeah, so we look forward to those particular moments and those particular conversations as well. So listen, you guys, keep sticking with us. And as I'm going on my faith journey, you'll start seeing that, things will start, evolving as we go on as well. So, just bear with me. Okay, we're under construction as we're going. But shout out to the fact that we have 600 members and plus. Maybe keep on marching onwards. And, if we keep on having sponsors like those that Jesus had, the Susas and them, like Aries, is supporting the ministry, how can we not prosper? How can we not go further? How can we not go global? Okay? You know what I'm saying to you? So listen, keep on supporting us. And we'll continue to put on great shows for you guys going forward. Tomorrow I've got a special live. I'm doing my part 2 of Love Is Blind. So I'll be doing the AD effect, how healers also have a God complex. I know some of you don't like to hear it. I know I was working through it with my therapist and she was like, and I was like, yes, rip that cloth off. Go on. Yes, we don't need to hide it. But we're going to talk about it tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys. Stay locked and stay loaded. We'll see you again very, very soon. And once more again, thank you, ladies, for looking so wonderfully beautiful. You always do. But, I want to add extra spice today. You know what I'm saying? I want, just looking like a wonderful, wonderful cast. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. All right, audience.
Is getting to you. The lack of is getting to you.
Listen, I'm telling you that it's been a minute. The temptations, I can't supply that no more. The good Lord knows now. I've changed. It's a journey. It's a journey. Jamaica 22. Anyway, listen, guys. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked. Stay loaded. We'll see you.